Shalom, his brother Yashim Mazakar from the Israelite Report, IsraeliteReport.com. Upon my watch, our praises are definitely due to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. Right quick, getting into the news real fast. You have the situation is getting heated up with Russia, and they formed the alliance with Iran and China, as a matter of fact. And there's two articles on that. But this came from Natural News. A lot of brothers probably already, either read it or brought it out. But I'm going to go into it. It says Russia sends powerful vaunted missile systems to Iran for Middle East war. All right. So you see that alliance is there. Okay. That alliance is there. Russia sends powerful vaunted missile systems to Iran for Middle East war. And they're not doing this for nothing. They're gearing up for war. They know something is coming. Quite frankly, prophecy is being fulfilled, and you got a lot of guys saying that nothing's happening. But right now, prophecy is being fulfilled right before your eyes. Okay? I'm going to get this article again, Natural News. It says, in preparation for the upcoming Middle East war that will lead to the war of all wars, and that's what they said in Natural News, the war that will lead to the war of all wars. So they're acknowledging basically what they're saying. This is going to be, the last war, the last major war. It says Russia is furnishing Iran with loads of Iskander missile systems, and Murmansk BN electronic warfare systems, both of which are highly powerful and the art and state of the art. All right. So here we go. Things are really popping off now. It says the first 5 shipments of these vaunted missiles just arrived in Iran, as did the Russian specialists needed to operate them. Now the world waits to see when Iran will launch a retaliatory strike on Israel, as was promised for the latter's suspected assassination of Hamas political leader Ismail Haniyeh. I believe that's how you say his name. It says whose job duties included negotiating peace in Gaza. Oh, so they took out the man that's supposed to negotiate peace in Gaza. Ain't that something? As it shows you that these small hats really want to take out Iran. And I brought this up before. I'll say it again. It's been said some years ago that Iran was on the chopping block as one of the countries that the U.S. was supposed to go to war with. And I believe that came out by John Bolton some years ago, like early 2000s sometime. So we're getting closer and closer, man. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this thing. We're in the home stretch right now. This came from End Times headlines. It says Foreign Minister says China supports Iran in defending security. Oh, now China is getting involved. It says China supports Iran in defending its sovereignty, security, and national dignity. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi told Iran's acting foreign minister in a phone call on Sunday, according to a statement by China's foreign ministry. It says in the phone call, Wang repeated Beijing's denunciation of the assassination of Hamas chief Ismail Haniyeh, I don't know how to say his name, in Tehran on July 31st. It says saying the strike had violated Iran's sovereignty and threatened regional stability. It says Iran and the Palestinian Islamist group Hamas have accused Israel of carrying out the strike. I guess they meant the right carrying out the strike that killed Henai. Okay, it says Israel has not claimed or denied responsibility for the killing, which has fueled concern that the war between Israel and Hamas in the Gaza Strip is turning into a wider Middle East war. Iran has vowed to harshly punish Israel over the assassination. So, folks, we are heading down the road of World War III, and it's only going to get amped up. And I personally believe they have reached the point of no return. These assassinations and things that are going on, Israel striking Iran, and what they've done in Gaza and pissing off the Islamic world, and then having China come in and show their support towards Iran, and with this union of Russia and Iran, that's a major. You're talking about China and Russia. Those are two major nations coming together to help and assist Iran. Then you have the BRICS alliance. They're looking for a way to escape American control, the petrodollar. And it's one of these situations where, a lot of people get stupid and ignorant, and they'll say, well, why would Russia support Iran? Why would China support Iran? It's one of those things where the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And America and Israel has had a stronghold on these other nations for a very long time. And a lot of people are just tired of it. A lot of these, these other nations, they're just sick of it. That's why you see these African countries all of a sudden joining the BRICS. Gog is becoming a guard unto these nations, these countries. So these things are happening in real time. While you're asleep, World War III is right at your door. It's right around the corner. All right? Now, a lot of people like to talk trash and say, well, Russia really doesn't have, the military might to go to war with the U.S., or Iran doesn't have the military might to go to war with the U.S. or Israel or whatever. But these nations are helping each other out. These countries are helping each other out. Just like the U.S. has NATO allies, well, Russia has allied itself with China and Iran. And if you don't understand what that means, then you miss the point of what's happening right now. Okay, then you throw in the fact that President Trump, who could be the next president again, is saying that he's not going to help out NATO. These NATO countries that don't pay up, because he's tired of the U.S. Sending military support to these NATO countries that aren't paying their fair share. You throw that in there, man, and look what you got, man. Look what's going on. All right. Again, I'm going to read this again from Natural News. Russia sends powerful vaunted missile systems to Iran for Middle East war. This is where we are. Okay. So it's not going to just be Iran by itself. They're going to have the support of Russia and China. This is different. This looks much different from how it used to look. You can't just say, oh, it's just poor Iran, No, they got backup. They have backup. I'm going to get this over in Isaiah the 13th chapter. I'll start right down here at the 17th verse just to get to the point. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. And the Medes is talking about the Russians, right? I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall now regard silver and as for gold. And because the money is not going to matter when the missiles are flying. All right? The money is not going to matter. These people have been, you can say, programmed. Their minds, the Lord is, and I say this all the time. The Lord put it in their spirit to go to war. And so, if you're trying to think about it like logically, then you don't understand the Most High. The Most High is putting it in their thoughts, in their heart. Okay, it's in their spirit to go to war. His word does not go out void. He's going to make these things happen. Okay. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. There's not going to be any pity in at all. Okay, their eyes shall not spare children. Okay, when the Lord sends out the assignment, because the heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. So when the Lord sends out the assignment, as he do his angels, right? The angels, they're going to carry out the assignment. But when the Lord puts a thought in a man's, in his mind, right, in his spirit, he's going to carry it out. Man's goings is of the Lord. All right. This is right now. What you're seeing is the Lord putting it in the spirit of the leader of Russia, the leader of Iran, the leader of China, to come against the U.S. and Israel. That's what's happening right now, right before your eyes. We're not living in a time when you're going to sit at the table and negotiate peace. And even if they did that, it's not going to last. They're not going to even mean it when they say it. Okay? There's too much has happened. I believe they accused Israel of killing the Iranian president or something like that, or prime minister, something like that, about a month ago, 2 months ago, something like that. And then you had this assassination. And don't forget, Trump took out Soleimani. Okay, I believe that was some time ago. May have been early 2020, they say. I thought it was like 2019, but anyway. They haven't forgotten these things. They haven't, and they're not going to let it slide either. You best believe they're going to get their revenge. Slocky, I had to do something right quick. But anyway, I'm going to get back to the point. Let's see, where was I at? I said, okay, I'll go to the 19th verse. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. And that's what's going to happen. This place is going to get burnt up. Right? Babylon is going to get burnt up. And the Lord keeps promising this, but for whatever reason, people just don't believe it. And that's because the Lord put the blinders on them, right? So they can't see it. They don't see it. They don't believe it. All right. Again, it says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when Yahweh overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. So this place is going to get completely obliterated, never to be inhabited again. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, neither shall the shepherds make their fold there, but wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. Anyway, let me get Joel third chapter, it says, "For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I will also gather all nations." And all these nations are being gathered together right before your eyes. Right now, as we speak. It says, I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh's judgment, right? And that's going to bring about World War III. And it says, and will plead with them, therefore my people and for my heritage, Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. All right. And then this is this is coming real soon, man. While you're sitting there saying, when is something going to happen? Things are happening right as we speak. World War III is right around the corner. The mark of the beast is right around the corner. You just don't know how close it is. We are in a time when things could pop real fast. Things can start moving really, really fast. You just don't know. I'm gonna get Second Ezra's 13. I'll start at the third verse. It says, Second Ezra 13:3, it says, "And I beheld, and lo, that man waxed strong with the thousands of heaven, and when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And that man, Yahweh, every knee will bow." You know, all right. People are gonna be afraid when Yahweh and the angels return. Those chariots, when they make their appearance, people are gonna shit themselves, man. Anyway, it says here, fourth verse, "And whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire." And yeah, you're gonna have lasers coming out of those chariots, man. And Esau is gonna try to rise up like in Independence Day. I always think about Independence Day when it comes to Esau trying to fight against the chariots. As a matter of fact, damn, I just remembered earlier today, Spirit jumped on me to look up the Space Force. Trump's Space Force, to see how that was going, because I haven't really heard much about it recently, but it's still going on. You got people actually joining the Space Force, and they're joining that to go die, because when those chariots come out, man, there's nothing that man has created that's going to be able to compete with those chariots. I know Esau got a lot of you niggas fooled, making you think that he's got the ultimate power and he's created something that's just so magnificent that nothing could touch it. But you have no idea what those chariots can do and will do. Matter of fact, I had a dream, not to go off topic, but I had a dream last year. I believe it was last year. I talked about it on the podcast before. I had this dream that I was in like this studio. It was like a Hollywood studio, and I guess I was standing next to some actor or whatever, and he was bragging about how great their production was, and he showed me this chariot that came down and was like on a table, a huge table, and the chariot was down, and he was like, kind of like boasting about it. This was a dream now, okay? So he was boasting about it, and in my dream, I was laughing at him, and he kind of got mad. I was like, "What do like what the hell are you laughing at? This is awesome. This is, this is great. This is spectacular. Nothing can top this. This is the realest looking UFO you've ever seen." And in my dream, I called down an actual chariot, way bigger than that chariot that they had. And they had a big chariot on the table. And the chariot that I called down basically smashed the shit out of that chariot that they had. That was the dream that I had. Now, I spoke about it. But yeah, Esau, him and his little, gadgets, it's going to be nothing to what the Lord has, man. Okay? Again, I'm sorry. back to 2nd Ezra 13:4 says, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, talking about Yahweh Shai, all they burned that heard his voice, like as the earth faileth when it filleth the fire, the voice of the Lord. Okay, and those lasers coming out of the chariots. But anyway, it says in the 5th verse, and after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven to subdue the man that came out of the sea. So they're gonna, like I said, Independence Day, they're gonna try to come together to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. They're gonna get their ass whooped severely. But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain and flew up upon it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not. And it says, and after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were so afraid, right? They were so afraid. They were afraid, right? This is what he saw. This is what Ezra saw. They were so afraid, and yet durst fight. Again, they're going to try. They're going to try to fight. Even though their hearts are going to be failing them, but they're still going to try to fight. Anyway. And it says, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. Because Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to kick the shit out of Esau and his little stupid ass technology, his little stupid gadgets that he has. And I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but you get the point. All right. So in the midst of World War III, when all this is popping off, so comes our deliverance. And so comes the downfall of our enemy. Okay, he's going to get his ass whooped. That's why we want World War III. That's why, when people say, oh, Lord, oh, the world is in such turmoil, and why can't people just get along? And, oh, I wish they would come to the table and just reach a peace agreement. And we might sit there, whether we're at work or something, somebody like, oh, well, things are happening. But in your heart, you're saying, F that. You happy that World War III is coming. You want them to further this beef that they have with each other, right? These disagreements, these assassinations, these assassination attempts, these little mini strikes, these proxy wars turning into bigger wars, right? Getting stirred up over there in the Middle East. That's exactly what we want. Okay? The determination of the Lord is to gather the nations. Okay? Matter of fact, I gotta get it. Zephaniah. I don't know why I kept thinking Zechariah. Zephaniah 3:8 says, therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to pray. For my determination is to gather the nations. My determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms to pour upon them mine indignation. Mine indignation. The Lord's judgment, the Lord's wrath. Okay, his righteous indignation, his righteous judgment. Okay, again, it says, therefore, and this is a beautiful verse right here. Zephaniah 3:8. Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to pray. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms. The heart of the king is in the hand of the Lord. And guess what? the kingdoms are also in the hand of the Lord, because the Lord buildeth up one and taketh down another, or he take it down one and build it up another. I think I had it backwards. Y'all know what I'm saying. He put it down one and put up another. I'll get it right. But y'all know what I'm saying. That's what the Lord do. Okay? Therefore wait ye upon me, saith the Lord, until the day that I rise up to the prey. For my determination is to gather the nations, that I may assemble the kingdoms, to pour upon them mine indignation, even all my fierce anger. For all the earth shall be devoured with the fire of my jealousy. That's the Lord. That's Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Hey, Shalom, his brother Yashima Zakar from the Israelite Report. IsraeliteReport.com. Upon my watch, all praises are definitely due to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Peace and blessings to all the brothers spread across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth and sincerity. I have this clip I want to play. This guy, Michael Yon, who is a well-known insider. He basically was getting into the situation in the UK and the riots and the uprising, and I did a lesson on that last week. But he's going into, and this is what made me want to play this clip. He's going into the minorities. And if you listen carefully to what he's saying that the minorities are going to join league or unify with the invaders. So he's pretty much setting the tone, or putting, I would say, he's putting this thought into the minds of white America, or, yeah, you can say that, these Edomites, that the minorities in America are going to join league with the invaders. Now, much talk has been done about the border, the southern border, to be exact, and about these invaders, so-called. You know, you got the Venezuelans, you got, but you've always had the Mexicans. They say they're coming in illegally, which really, this is their land, but leave it up to Esau to lie to you and tell you that these people don't belong here. Because, and I said this before and I'll say it again, regardless of what these Negro-only Israelites will tell you, Esau hates the Northern Kingdom, which is the Latinos and Native Americans. He hates them like he hates Black Americans. Okay, it's just that Black Americans, because the Southern tribe, the head of the Southern tribe, which is Judah. Judah is the head tribe. So everything is centered around Judah. But don't get it twisted. Esau still has a perpetual hatred towards the Latinos and the Native Americans. So I see certain Negroes that like to say, well, I believe I'm a Native American. Okay, well, that's cool. Esau still hate you. Well, I was able to prove that my ancestry go back to the Cherokee Indian. Okay, cool. Esau still hate you. You understand? So anyway, before I go off on a rant and start cursing, I'm going to play this clip from Michael Yon, and he's going to explain to you, because he's putting this thought into the minds of these Edomites. Okay, that you, Black Americans, are going to side, and the minorities. So you can say even the American-born Latinos and the American-born Native Americans, you're going to side with the invaders. So when they go to war with the invaders, as they're doing in the UK, okay, you're going to get lumped up into that. If you understand what I'm saying, I hope you understand what I'm saying. All right? They're already setting the tone that you Negroes are on the side of these so-called invaders. And this is where Jacob's trouble comes into.
Hello from Okinawa. I'm watching some video and some other reports coming in from the United Kingdom and also from Republic of Ireland. And you can see more and more people are getting riled up because they're tired of seeing their children get raped and killed, stabbed to death in school. They're tired of seeing just people murdered and beheaded because they are being invaded, and more people see that. What I'm seeing so far, though, is not a general uprising. It's the sort of fringes still. And, of course, they're confronting the police, who are actually not the problem. The police are just robots. They're just meat bots. The police must choose a side, and they are clearly choosing a side. And in situations like this, if they lose, the police are in big trouble. If they win, then they're just traitors who won and destroyed their country, and they're in big trouble. No matter which way you face this, you don't come out well. Historically, by the way, in situations like this, where there's two major sides, and you're trying to be the neutral onlooker, while it's happening all around you, somebody's going to win probably. And sometimes it ends in a draw, but and in this case, somebody's going to win. And whoever wins, you're in trouble with those if you're neutral. These are prison rules. You're going to have to choose a side, or you're going to have to leave. If you don't choose it, you don't have to choose a side. But if the invaders win, you're going to die. You're going to die, or you're going to leave at some point and abandon everything that you've ever had in those countries. All your memories and everything left behind because you chose not to fight. If the Patriots win, you will never be forgotten. Your children will not be forgotten for your cowardice, for not standing up. Bottom line. And cowards are natural traitors. Speaking of traitors, and this is very important, one thing that concerns me greatly about the United States, and I've been warning about it for years, and also Europe and here, and increasingly here in Japan, when there is an actual invasion from an outside force, the minorities or people who feel that they've been downtrodden almost in every single case will join with the invader. In fact, I can't think of one where they did not. They will. Now, if it's a foreign war, the minorities or those who feel downtrodden may join and go fight a foreign enemy. But when an invader comes into their country, typically they join the invader. This happened, say, with the Armenians, with the Turks. Now, if you hear the Armenians talk about it, they were just living their lives, and the next thing you know, the Turks started killing them. Because they were Christian. If you listen to the Turk side, which I've gone over there.
Now, y'all notice what he said. He said the minorities tend to side with the invaders. So he's putting this out there, and he's well respected in that truther world, if you will. You know, the Alex Joneses and the David Ikes and the Jordan Maxwells and the people like that. Matter of fact, I believe he's been on the Alex Jones show, if I'm not, if I remember correct. Anyway, this is a rally cry for Esau to arm up, lock, and load. Against who? Against Jacob. Against the children of Israel. He's saying it without saying it. You have to read between the lines. He's using the word minorities. He's saying that the downtrodden because we are downtrodden. We are in a lower state. They know this. These Edomites, these Edomites with intelligence at least, know what they've done to us. That they've put us in an effed up, messed up position. So what he's saying is, when these invaders come in and attack the U.S. because of our downtrodden, lower state, we're going to side with the invaders. So what is that setting the precedence of? What is he doing? He's putting it in the minds of these normal, average Edomites that they have to protect themselves from us. Not just the invaders, not just the people crossing the border, because much media attention has been given amongst the right, anyway, amongst the conservative side of politics, the Republican side of politics. All you hear about is the border. So now what he's doing is he's putting this thought in the heads of these Edomites that they must protect themselves not just from the invaders, but from us minorities born here in America, because we're going to side with, that's what he's saying, we're going to side with the invaders. So he's putting them in a warlike state of mind against you. You see? Now you see why I'm the way I am? Upon my watch, what do I do? I tell you, be upon your watch. Watch this devil. This is why I go onto these Edomite sites and see what the hell they're talking about. I watch everything. The nigger side is simple. It's stupid. You got niggas twerking for Kamala Harris. But on the other side, you have Esau giving a battle rally cry to his people to arm up and get prepared for war. I want you to think about that. On one side, Jake, you stupid niggas are over here twerking for Kamala Harris. On the other side, you got Esau arming up, gearing up, getting ready for war. But yet, you niggas come on my comment board, and I'm not even talking about YouTube because y'all don't comment on my YouTube page. I'm talking about on my podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, right? These different places. Castbox, these different places. You get on there and say, I'm negative. Or I should have a more positive outlook. You niggas have no idea what's coming. You have no idea. Esau is gearing up for war, and they're tired of you niggas. I know they're tired of you niggas because I'm tired of you niggas. So I can only imagine how Esau feels. And then you have the border wide open, pissing Esau off. And you got niggas supporting it. So guess what? What do you think Esau is going to do? He's going to do what he always do. What was his blessing? His blessing was the sword. He wasn't given the blessing of spirituality and the blessing of having a connection to the Most High. Yahweh Shai didn't die for Esau. He has no spiritual connection to the Most High. He's carnal in all his ways. His blessing was a sword. So what do you think he's going to go to when he feels he's in danger? When he feels he's in trouble, he's going to go to his sword. That modern day sword is the gun, and in some cases the missile. Now, for the higher ups, for the higher elites, it's the missile. But for the everyday working class Edomite, it's the gun. And that's what you niggas about to find out. You about to find out that Yashamar wasn't just a nigga up here cursing. Now I want to get this in Zechariah, oldie but goodie. Oldie but goodie. This is Zechariah 11:4. It says, "Thus saith the Lord, my power, Yahweh, feed the flock of the slaughter, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty." This is what they do. They don't feel no guilt for what they've done. He used the word downtrodden, those that feel that they've been downtrodden. This is what Michael Yon said. He's a goddamn Edomite, by the way. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord, for I am rich," and their own shepherds pity them not. All right? They don't feel any guilt for what they've done. They feel like, nigga, you should get over it. Oh, so what? We had you in centuries of slavery. We've had you in slavery for centuries. Get over it, nigger. But don't you dare think about doing anything to us, because that would be unjust. Okay? But the Lord is about to shut all this down. And this is why I warn Jake that the Lord is about to visit this place. He's about to search out the iniquities of Esau, Edom. And if you're attached to Esau, Edom, if you're attached to this kingdom, your ass is on the chopping block, dummy. No, you're not going to progress in this world. Excuse me, I almost cursed again. You're not going to progress in this shit. The Lord's about to stomp on this bitch. I don't give a damn how many weapons Esau has. I don't give a damn how many goddamn Trump supporters or MAGA hat wearing assholes are running around here. The Lord is about to shut this shit down. We just have to have faith that the Lord is going to be with us, that he chose us to come up out of this shit. And that he'll be with us and protect us. That's it. Everything else is bullshit. Everything else in this world is bullshit. Everything else is a goddamn lie. I don't give a damn how many red pill videos you watching, how many investment videos you watching. Invest in this stock. No, don't invest in that stock. Invest in this stock over here. This is how you get rich. The Lord's going to shut all this shit down. Matter of fact, let me get it. Damn. Let me see. Salakia. Yeah, Psalms 75. Psalm 75 and 7. But God, that most high power, Yahweh, is the judge, but Yahweh is the judge. He putteth down one and setteth up another. So the Lord's going to set all this down. See, no matter what Esau do, he could send out his cronies and, yeah, we're going to see a time of Jacob's trouble and we're going to go through a lot. They could persecute us, lock us up in jail, behead us, chop our damn heads off. But it's not going to stop prophecy, man. The word of the Lord does not go out void. It doesn't. I don't give a shit what Esau do. He can rally the troops all he want to. He's rallying the troops for slaughter. They're going to get destroyed. And you niggas that have aligned yourself to Esau, you're going to get destroyed right along with them. Again, Psalm 75:7. But Yahweh is the judge. Clarence Thomas ain't the goddamn judge. And none of these other Supreme Court leaders, they're not the goddamn judge. The ultimate judge is the Most High Power, Yahweh. And his son, Yahweh Shah, who died on the cross, shed his blood for the elect's sake. Okay, he's going to have supreme rulership over this earth. And if you don't believe that, fuck you. Excuse me. Let me pull it back. Let me get it back. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup, and the wine is red, and is full of mixture, and he poureth out the same. But the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them. But I will declare forever, I will sing praises to the power of Jacob. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted. And that's how you get exalted. Through righteousness. By being a man of the Lord. The Lord hates a proud look. And this rally cry, this battle cry that this guy Michael Yon and Alex Jones and others like them are putting out, and they're putting it out in code, by the way. I want y'all to understand this. They're not going to see, a lot of you niggas are looking for them to say something like, we got to kill these niggers. That's not what they're going to say. They speak in code. They speak in code. They say things like minorities. These minorities are going to be a problem. And you stupid niggas, you sit there and let's do go, oh shit, what shit? I hear him. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, what did it really mean? What he's saying is they have to arm up to protect themselves because there's a riots. There's riots and there's an uprising in the UK right now. And he's telling the American white man, Esau, Edom, to prepare themselves for war against the minorities. Who are the minorities? So-called African Americans, so-called Latinos, and Native Americans. Because I'm here in Washington, D.C., and there's Hispanics, so-called Latinos, in line with these protests, these anti-Israeli state protests, you know, these pro-Palestinian protests. Guess what? You have a lot of Latinos in that, believe it or not. So a lot of you northern tribes, y'all gonna get caught up in Jacob's trouble. Y'all think it's just a Negro only situation. No. You're going to find out how real that 12 tribes chart is pretty soon. And they told you that during the pandemic when they said the people we want to give the shots out to are the African Americans, the Latinos, and the Native Americans. And they said, oh, because they're poor and they have no way to medical, health care. So we have to give it to them first. This is true story. Go back and look it up if you don't believe me. All right? You can, dismiss it. Oh, y'all Shamal, you just a nigga. Okay, cool. I'll take that. And you're going to take this, motherfucker. This is Ezekiel 12 and 21. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth. Oh, these niggas, oh shit, y'all said something gonna happen 12 years ago. 12 years ago, y'all been saying something gonna happen. Ain't nothing happened yet. Something did happen, you monkey. It happened back in 2020, you stupid asshole. Dumbass. It been happened, you stupid ass. They gave you the test run for the mark of the beast, stupid. You nigger. Well, shit. But things went back to normal. Things went back to normal. I don't understand what shit. I ain't seen Jesus crack the sky yet. Jesus ain't came back. They gave you the test run, you stupid ass. Prophecy has to be fulfilled. The mark of the beast is coming. That microchip is coming. Jacob's trouble is coming. And then you're going to see World War III. Civil unrest is coming prior to World War III. Well, shit. We in World War III right now. Ain't Israel going up against Palestine? You ain't seen World War III yet, asshole. Wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, we're seeing that. But the end is not yet. You're going to see some turbulent times. Oh my goodness. Niggas. Jake is retarded. But the Lord is going to bring an end to all of that. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel? And Israel is a people before it's a place. Remember that. Because some niggas will get carnal and stupid and say, well, they're talking about in the land of Israel. No, nigga. It's talking about the people. The sons of Jacob. Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying the days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? You had all these false prophets. Everybody telling you everything except thus saith the Lord. And you can't see the prophecy is being fulfilled right before your eyes. Because you have that Psalms 49 and 11 energy. The inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever. Now, we always equate that to Esau, but you niggas have become so attached to Esau that you think like Esau. You think your houses shall continue forever, like this guy Anton Daniels. He thinks his Porsche, or his Porsche, his houses, his riches, his money will continue forever. He has no idea that all that shit can get wiped out in a moment. The bank crashes. Nobody's thinking like that except the men of the Lord. And the few, very, very few women, sisters out here that actually believe. And my ex is one of them. She knows that shit's about to hit the fan. Now, I told y'all before, 2020 scared the shit out of her, and I laugh because I remember her being a very proud woman. She would talk a lot of shit. That woman she was very smart. She was book smart. Matter of fact, she became a teacher. And she was a big shit talker. One of the reasons why our relationship didn't, work out. And this is before I was in the truth anyway. But I'll tell you what, I'll give her credit. I will give this woman credit. When she saw shit was hitting the fan, you know what she did? She called my ass up and clang on, if you want to, lack of a better word, cleaved to me and won't let go. I can't get rid of her for shit. Because she know that I know. The things I was telling her before I even came into the truth, I was always into the conspiracy shit. She knew that the shit that I was telling her way back then are starting to happen now. And she was like, oh shit, this nigga's right. Fuck that. And that's women. You don't get mad. That's just women. That's their nature. But she's not in that spirit of every vision fail. If she's looking around and going, oh no, this shit real. That nigga wasn't crazy. Because I was telling her about the Illuminati and the Bilderberg group way before it became mainstream. Now everybody talking about the goddamn Illuminati. Every nigga with a YouTube channel was talking about the Illuminati now. But anyways, I'm sorry, I went off. Salakia. It says, son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel saying the days are prolonged and every vision faileth? Tell them, therefore, thus saith the Lord, power, Yahweh, I will make this proverb to cease. They won't be talking shit soon. I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto me, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. And I'm gonna leave it there. There's much more. That's a heavy chapter. Heavy, Ezekiel is heavy anyway. But I'm gonna leave it there because the things that I've been warning you about and telling you about, and I forget what year I started. What was it? 2011, 2012. But most of you came in, I would say, around 2020. Because that's when shit picked up and my podcast went pew. Especially on like Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Spotify. It went pew. YouTube hasn't picked up like that, but on those places, I get and there's a lot of listeners that aren't, they don't leave comments, but then I'll get some that do, some that leave, they'll hit my email up or whatever, and that's cool. But I'm just telling you that the day of the Lord is coming, and it's going to be very ugly out here. when these Edomites roll up, it's going to get nasty. It's not going to be a situation where you're going to be like, when things going to go back to normal? When things going to go back to normal? No, nigga. No. No. We're going to have to look for the Lord. Esau ain't going to make it go back to normal. You're going to have to look for the Lord to bring an everlasting kingdom, as in Daniel, the 7th chapter, right? The saints shall take the kingdom. All right, we have to be kingdom minded in this wicked kingdom. We have to have that righteous kingdom mind to understand that we're forwarding and pressing towards that mark, that something precious, which is the kingdom of heaven here on earth. That's what the mindset you have to be in, or you won't fucking make it. I don't give a damn how many precepts you know. It ain't about me, and it for goddamn sure ain't about you. Lord doesn't give a shit about how I feel about anything. And he doesn't give a shit about how you feel about anything. His word stands true. Point blank, period. If I was to go off tomorrow, right? Let's say a demon got on me and I start saying some stupid shit like the mark of the beast is no longer the microchip. And like this, say I just went bug the fuck out, right? And Yashamar got on here and started saying some stupid shit like the mark of the beast ain't the microchip. And let's say I said some dumb shit like the mark of the beast is Caesar Borgia, is Jesus Christ, the picture, the painting. That's not going to stop the mark of the beast from coming. That's not going to stop the microchip from being implemented and mandated. The word of the Lord does not go out void. So with that being said, F me, fuck me. Get into this word and understand the times that you're in.